People you have touched, they stay with you always. And if you live long enough, which turns out to be not for very long at all, they just end up haunting you, as you know you haunt them. And even though they won't leave you, not even for one night, still, you feel alone.
First things first. The first thing he remembered was going apartment hunting with the girl and walking into the third or fourth cruddy place, a furnished walk-up not that far from downtown, an easy walk to the newspaper office, the supermarket, the post office. He wouldn't have to drive every day. He could stay close to the ground, travel under the radar, and the girl could walk over to the library or go shopping in the afternoon while he was at work. The old guy who owned the place, lived downstairs, seemed to think the place was a find, but the furniture was old and mismatched and depressing. Right away, the girl gave him a look that said, "We had better get the hell out of this place right now, because if you think I'm going to consider spending more than 2 minutes here, you haven't the slightest possible idea of what I'm about, and whatever you might think about married life with me is so wrong in so many ways that if I had a weapon in my hands right now, neither this old guy nor you would stand much of a chance of walking down those creaky stairs and making it out alive onto the front porch." She was good with looks that way. And just when he thought things couldn't get any worse, the old guy started reminiscing about his days at Sasebo during the Korean War, and the Shinjuku whores he used to hook up with when he got into Tokyo, which was fairly often to hear him talk about it that way, and the sake and the silks, and for how little money he could get them to do what he wanted. And then the old guy wanted him to know that if they were interested and ended up renting the place from him, the guy'd be happy to look in on the girl when he was over at the newspaper office, so he wouldn't have to worry about her alone while he was busy elsewhere. The old guy hadn't the slightest idea about the life he'd left behind, nor what he had been capable of doing to a man before. But that was over now. He didn't have to think about that anymore. He'd made it out alive onto the front porch with the girl still next to him. "You could have said something," she said. "No," he said. "No, I couldn't have. There was nothing I could have said that would have ended well." She didn't have to say anything more after that.